Hey guys, today we're in the F-15C Eagle in DCS world, and I'm going to be showing the capabilities of the F-15 and how it can engage multiple targets at once. So we've got 4 MiG-29s ahead of us here, and we're going to be demonstrating its BVR capability. So we're all at 10,000 feet, and to start with, I'm going to drop our fuel tanks. And then we're going to start building our speed and our altitude to give us an advantage. I'm going to turn on the radar and get that up to range, and then we'll change the radar to TWS mode, which will allow us to track multiple targets at a time. There they are, you can see them down there. So I'll wait for the targets to spread out before I try to get track files for them, otherwise they get a bit cluttered and it's not as easy to lock targets. So you can see he's at 10,000 there, 11,000 now, that guy, 12, so he's climbing. It's not quite as high as me at the moment, as you can see, I'm quite high up. So the altitude and speed is king really, because it'll allow us to launch these missiles, and because the air is so thin, higher up, there's less drag acting on them, so they can travel a lot further and a lot faster before they run out of speed. So I've got 2 targets, where are the other 2? There's another. Switch to AMRAAMs actually. As well. There's our 4 targets. Keep climbing. Keep gaining speed. So we get these in range. Now I'm going to start firing now. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Get this one in range and in parameter. There's 4. Okay, now I'm gonna start turning around in case they start launching missiles at me. The MiGs have infrared missiles as well, so we got to watch out for those and keep in mind they could be launching infrared rockets once we get into infrared missiles. Sorry, once we get into range. Within range, like 10 miles. So we'll back off a little bit here and lose a bit of altitude, so we can. Well, we've got some splashes already by the looks of it. We'll lose a bit of altitude so we get to thicker air, which will allow any missiles they do launch at me to be defeated more easily. Here we go, here's our 2 more targets. There's another one, let's launch that off. Getting that steering dot in the middle of the launch circle. Missile off, I'm going to turn again. Some chap out and flares in case they do decide to try and get a infrared off with the flares there. like someone's still painting me with their radar. Seems like there's 2 targets still around, unless they're parachutes. Looks like there's one very low there. Any more guys? From what I can tell, I think that's it. Radar's not showing anything. Nice. Victory flares. Hey guys, welcome to this TAC View debrief for the engagement we just had. So I skipped into the track a little bit here because a lot of it was just us gaining altitude and speed, but I'm still showing a little bit of speed and altitude gain here. So we're about Angels 20 here, over Mach 1 already, and the MiGs here haven't even got to Mach 1 yet. So that just shows how much faster and higher we are. I'm not sure what this guy's doing over here. He seems to be doing acrobatics. Anyway, so we're gaining speed still here, and we'll show our missiles coming off the rails soon. And I'll just show you the difference between the state of my jet and theirs. So this guy's probably the biggest threat to us at the moment because he's closest to us and he's the highest up. He's about the same altitude, so co-altitude as us. You can see here I'm getting my AMRAAMs off now, so there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and then the 4th comes a little bit late. There we go. So these are going well in excess of Mach 3 here, and there's nothing they can really do at this point. This guy's definitely going to get hit because he's so close and they're going so fast. He's dropped his tanks, which is a good start, but he can't avoid that. He takes a missile there. And then this guy here is going evasive on this missile. Let's just pause it so we can actually get to the MiGs. He's going evasive, but he's going to get hit. So there's 2 already before they've even got a missile off. He's dropping his tanks. Skip forward a little bit. He gets hit still, and then this guy narrowly avoids that. Look, that was pretty close for him, but that's a scrapped missile. But I already knew about that. I already knew that I was getting painted by somebody, and I'd kind of turned around at this point. We're obviously like a lot lower altitude now, so the threat of his missiles is a lot lower anyway, because if he did get these missiles off, they wouldn't be able to turn as effectively. And I'm still keeping a pretty competitive speed there, like Mach 1.1. Even if he did get that missile off, I had a good chance to avoid it. So that one actually failed, that first missile. And then this one here is going to get him. So there's nothing he can really do. To be fair, he's nearly a bit faster than it, but yeah, he gave it a go, but we got him there. And then obviously we won that engagement. So yeah, thanks guys.